New Year. How's things? Been a little while. Well, I haven't had much to say, so plus there's been the holidays and Christmas and all that sort of fun stuff. Yeah, things just getting away. So anyway, what a year it's been. It's been an incredible year. Thought I might get on and have a little chat about what's happened in 2015. I'm about to stoke up my Phil Rivara, which has got a funny story about it, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. With some 20-year-old Dunhill Elizabethan mix. This comes courtesy of an Australian pipe buddy of mine. His name is Dave. So Dave, thank you very much. This stuff is just delicious. Is it much different from the fresh stuff you can get today? If anything, it's probably marginally smoother. That's what it looks like at the moment. It's a little bit darker than it would normally be. It's a little dry, but you'd expect that after sitting around in a tin for 20 odd years. To this pipe. This pipe is, it's a Phil Rivara pipe. It's a Lavat.
Whoa! Just look at that grain!
Has amazing freaking grain on it, and he gave it back to me in May at a meet up in the Briar Patch in Sacramento. So thanks again, Phil. That was an awesome gift, and I didn't get to come straight home. So anyway, excuse me. Sorry about that. Let me light this up and I'll tell you about it. Yes, one of my tempers. Okay, the story behind this pipe. As I said, Phil gave it to me back in May at a meet-up in Sacramento. He had been making this pipe and thought I'd like it because I've been going on about Lavats and stuff for a while. So anyway, he gives it to me. There's a bunch of people around. Cisco 76 is there, Stogie Farts is there, Metamorphosis is there, Mr. James CN123 is there, there's Baseball Pipe Guy, there's Eric the Red, there's a bunch of people there. And we're going, ooh, and like Phil actually gave me this little white glove to handle it with and everything. And anyway, my first and only smoke in it was some 5-year-old Full Virginia Flake that Sergeant had given me to smoke in it. And I was like ooh and ahhing and whatnot. Anyway, the meet up went on. We all go home. I think it was the last night before we were due to fly back to Australia. We're out in Jason McNary's workshop, and we're on Skype with Jason Dagner. I can't remember who else. Anyway, I've taken this pipe out to show it off. You're all nice and excited about having a brand new Phil Rivara pipe, and I was smoking another pipe at the time, so. I put this one down on Jason's workbench and just sat there while I forgot all about it. Just clean out of my mind. And we fly back to Australia, and in the meantime I gathered so much crap to bring back, pipes and tobacco, and people had gifted us candy for the kids, and we sent back like 4 medium-sized boxes. So we're all get back to Australia. We're waiting for all the boxes to turn up, most of which had arrived before we got home, and I'm waiting on this one box, and in this one box, I had probably six sealed tins of tobacco, probably about a pound of bulk tobacco, half a dozen cigars, 4 Dunhill pipes, a Mike Couch pipe, a Sparky pipe, and I think there's about 6 or 7 pipes in there. There was a few of them. Anyway, I get this note from customs saying you got to pay tobacco duty, and I'm like, son of a bitch, because there was a lot of tobacco in there. I'm expecting I'm going to have to pay a freaking king's ransom for it. And anyway, I get the bill for it. It was only about 140 odd bucks. So I'm like, sweet, here's your money. Send me the freaking box. I'm pulling everything. I get it home. All the tobacco's in there, and I'm going through all the pipes, and I'm like, I'm missing one. And I'll go through it. I check it again. Went through all the pipes that I bought back from America, and I'd amassed about 20 of them, which is a lot. And this was missing. I'm like, I'm swearing in my head. I'm thinking, fucking customs, So I'm starting to draft a letter in my head to customs. I'm gonna write them a real freaking nasty letter. In the meantime, I've got to send Phil Rivera a message on Voxer to tell him that his pipe has gone missing. And I buy this stuff. I'm feeling like a right freaking heel. I'm just feeling like shit here. Anyway, I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say to him? So I told Phil, I think customs has got the pipe. I think they've forgotten to put the pipe back in the box after they've searched it all and whatnot. And I'm so sorry, Phil, because I'm thinking this guy's giving me this as a gift, and this is how I treat it, and all this sort of shit. And I said, Phil, I love that pipe. I said, can you put me back on your commission list? I will pay you to make another one. Because Phil had said to me, he said, this is probably at the time, it's like the finest button work he'd ever done. I mean, this thing is just, simply freaking gorgeous. The stem is like just how it should be. It's German Cumberland, and anyway. He's like, don't worry about it, dude. I'll get to it when I can get to it, and it'll be sweet. Don't worry about it. I'm still cursing customs like crazy. Anyway, I get a message from Jason McNary a couple of weeks later. He's saying, I'm still laughing at this. It was on Skype. He just left me a message on Skype saying, you're a total dumbass. You got TDA disease or something like that. I'm like, TDA? What's TDA? He says, you're a total dumbass. And next thing you know, I got a picture he sent through holding up the bag with this pipe in it. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. And I said, what happened to it? So he gets on Skype and he says, it had fallen in between, on the workshop floor, in between his workbench and his lathe. And I'm like, is it damaged? Because inside the bag, Phil had made me a custom tamper with a nice acrylic. I should have brought it down with me, with a nice acrylic tip on it, black and white swirl, and another brass tip on the end on the tamp, and it was out of briar. It matched the pipe and everything. It was gorgeous, and it was wrapped up in the same bag. It was wrapped in bubble wrap, so it didn't mar up the pipe. And I'm thinking, oh shit, all we need now is for the pipe to be dented. And Jason's like, nah, it's fine. And he said, well, I'll send you over a package at some point and I'll send it over to you. So, right, okay, cool. So I said, right, I've got to let Phil know now. I'm starting to feel like shit again because, again, I feel like I've not treated, his gift with the respect that it deserves. And so I vox Phil, tell him what's going on, and he's like, it's all good. At least we know where the pipe is. You'll get it in the mail. It'll be fine. No worries. A couple of weeks go by. We're into like July now. and I've decided I'm coming back for the Vegas Pipe Show. So I get a hold of Jason McNary. I said, "Hey, I'm coming to pick up my pipe." He's like, "What?" I said, "I'm coming back to vote for Vegas." So speaking of the devil, he's voxing me now. There he goes. So yeah, anyway, come back to America, pick up the pipe. I do 2 weeks in the States. The only thing I'm really worried about getting back to Australia is this freaking pipe. So Phil, it's back here. Everyone's seen it now. It smokes beautifully. I love it. This is one of my most prized possessions. This will never ever leave my possession until until I kick the bucket, basically. So that's the story of my prodigal Phil Rivera pipe, and I just thought it was a funny story, and I hope you did too. So, but anyway, besides all that, I just want to wish you and yours a happy, safe, and prosperous New Year, and I'm sure this year's going to be exciting enough with a few surprises. I got a few things in the works. I don't think I'll be back this year. Maybe 2017 I might get back. But either way, it was a hell of a year for me, 2015. 2 trips to the States. I got to meet a bunch of you, which was just a mind-blowing experience for me, considering a few people had me stay in their homes, and and after all, I'm just some dude that they met on the internet, and not only did they put up with me, they put up with my family, and it just goes to show you what an amazing community we have. So to anybody who had anything to do with me while I was over there, whether you came and said hello, whether you offered friendship, whether you offered tobacco, whether you offered a place to stay or a meal or whatnot, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. You guys just made 2015 such an awesome year. I just don't know how I'm going to top that. So, in the meantime, cheers for now.